up with it, family? Salute to the Just Do family and the TWT family. What's good with y'all? Appreciate y'all stopping through. Lady Do, my bro Josh, what's good with it, bro? So you got your blunt roll waiting on you. Waiting on me. I got one lit right now, Brody. Appreciate you for stopping through. Yo, the Wise Crush, my bro. What's good with it, Crush? Appreciate you for sliding through. MP, my bro. What's good with it? Appreciate you, bro. Salute to the family in the building. I know y'all already smashed that button. So, I ain't even got to tell y'all. T, what's good with my bro? What's good with it, T? Appreciate you for sliding through. AJ, what's good with it, bro? What's good with y'all? You need some roll up? Yeah, I'm going to need some more too, Crush. Definitely. You ain't alone, my brother. Y'all like them fights last night, man. Decent night of fights, man. Decent night of fights. I think Duke Reagan did his thing last night. I mean, yesterday, so I say. Damn. Well, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Oh, shit, my bad, y'all. Oh, yeah, Xander got it, brother. Understand how, yeah, facts. Xander fight like one of the bros for real. We definitely do. Got a lot of rhythm, and I like the fact that we seen that from the opening bell. Like, dude came out on a mission. He definitely came to fight yesterday, and I enjoyed watching Xander do his thing, man. Definitely did. Duke Reagan did his thing. I think they matched him up well. They put him in there with a good opponent. Another good opponent. Solid opponent. Dude, he fought. I think only had one loss or something like that. But Duke Reagan had to battle back from some adversity yesterday, too. He got clipped high on the head in that second round. His leg did a little funny dance. You know what I'm saying? He did a little funny dance, but he recovered well. And he stayed active, man. He got right back to it. It's like him getting buzzed by that shot made him pissed him off a little bit. And he, yeah, I like what I see from him too. Can't wait to clock out. You almost out of there. Yeah, Duke was dogging it out. He stepped up. After he got hurt. That's what I like about him. After he got buzzed, it ain't like he started being gun shy or timid. He started bringing the fight more to do. He started pressing a little bit. And he was being smart behind that jab. He was doubling up, tripling the jab in some spots. He was doing some real good work to the body. His only problem, I always say this just moving forward, is his lack of power. He ain't really packing, but I think he can get your respect. So as long as he can get the respect of his opponent, he's gonna be all right. Duke Reagan gonna be all right because he could box. So he did his thing, man. He moved on to what I believe Duke 7-0 now. I like the way Top Break been matching up their prospects lately. They've been matching up their prospects with some solid tests, some good fighters. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they putting them in there with world beaters, but they definitely putting them in there with people that's going to test them. And I always believe that half of, the prospect being tested is actually putting them in there with somebody not only that's closest to them as possible in skill level, but that actually is coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, pardon me, Duke Reagan fought an undefeated opponent last night, D'Angelo Fuentes, who was 7-0. Dude was 7-0 going into that fight. 7-0 with 4 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So he fought a legit opponent. Duke Reagan did, and he had to battle back from some small adversity. Nonetheless, he was able to do it and get the job done. Yeah, it's possible, bro, because he's still young. I think, what is he, 24 years old? Got a little while to see if he gonna He gonna develop some sting behind them punches. But again, he do got a little something behind them punches. So it ain't like he just getting ran through and nothing like that. Skills, man. Skills from New Orleans, my brother. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, how y'all feeling, man? Y'all smash that like. We're gonna cook for a little bit. I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long, but you know, we had to come do a little recap of these fights last night. It was a solid card. Omar Rosario opened up the card before the main card, and he did his thing too. He won a good fight, a competitive fight. That's why I said these top ranked dudes been getting matched up pretty solidly, man. They've been getting matched up pretty solidly. And you had XANDER ZAYAS, man. XANDER is only 19, but he ahead of the curve for sure. Not too many 19-year-olds that's polished the way he is for sure. You know what I'm saying? This dude got some real skill. He fought a 22-4 opponent, so although he might didn't fight a world beater, he fought a dude that was very experienced, you know what I'm saying? And he was fighting a dude. See, this is what I mean about top rank. Like now, dude, skillfully, he probably couldn't fuck with XANDER, but that's just because XANDER is on top of his shit. You know what I'm saying? He on top of his A game. And you got Elias Espadas, you know what I'm saying? He never been knocked out before last night. You know what I'm saying? He was 22-4 with 15 KOs. So dude was packing a little bit of punching power himself. Like I said, he never been knocked out until last night. And ZAYAS came out. He dropped him in that first round with that hook. You know what I'm saying? And he came out early. Like, this is what I mean. This is why I feel like them warming up in the back room is so important because, you know, XANDER came in with a certain bop to him already. He came in already, you know, loosened up and ready to go. And that's how I like to see fighters. You know what I'm saying? I think they perform. They're able to start different and avoid getting caught cold, man. And I think him being loose worked wonders for how he was able to start this fight. Ashley's Corner, salute, Queen. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling? Yeah, man. So, all in all, I think it was another good performance from XANDER. I think you could see the subtle improvements from fight to fight. That's what you want to see in a young rising prospect. Like I said, this dude, 19 years old. It was good to see him, you know, perform from a physical standpoint because he was just coming off some illness, some non-COVID related illness. You know what I mean? That forced him to pull out a fight that he was supposed to have a while ago. So it was good to see that. You know, he had no, you know, no layover effects. It didn't look like he had much ring rust at all. Like I said, I noticed from the opening round, he came out there with a certain rhythm, man. That shit helped him navigate them rounds, man. And he was just comfortable the entire time. And he was like a step or two ahead of his spot as the whole fight, pretty much. He did get hit with a couple shots. And again, this is boxing, and he is 19. So, of course, he's going to always be able to improve and have things he could work on. But overall, I think he did a hell of a job avoiding getting hit with anything too crazy. You get what I'm saying? Got hit. We took some shots. Again, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? And Espadas did come to try to fight. He just was outgunned. I mean, XANDER was digging to the body, his hooks. I was paying attention to the hooks, man. The right hook, I think that ended up dropping him for the second time in the fifth round was the one he landed earlier. He just didn't get that same result. But the way he turned that hook over, man, this dude got he got a hell of a offensive arsenal, man. And he do an amazing job mixing up his shots. He got real good reflexes. Like I say, he young and he it shows, man, but not in the way he approaches the fight, man. He definitely, like, the only thing that would, you know, somebody would have to tell you he 19 years old, or you would have to just be able to look in his face and tell that he's young, but he don't fight like a 19-year-old at all. You know what I'm saying? He very skilled, yo. This dude got a lot of rhythm, and like I think it was AJ, like bro said, he must have been taught by a brother or something, man, because he got a certain flavor with him that I like, yo. I like to see that in fighters, man. And he came out gunning. He came out gunning last night. I'm saying he used his jab when he needed to set up his shots. He did a good ass job at picking his shots. He got his range down very fast. Like I said, he got the knockdown in the first round. Like he was able. Now, I mean, it wasn't really no fill out round. That's what I appreciated about his fight. It's like you can tell he was eager to put on a show, a good show, but he didn't go outside himself and like he didn't overextend himself to get the knockout. He just, you could tell he was about his business. And like you said, Ash, I'm glad you in here. Ash, remember you said that. I remember your words exactly. You said XANDER is all business, and you couldn't be more right. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why I appreciate the observation, because that's a prime example of what type of fighter he is. When he got in there, he was all business. It wasn't no fill out round. He wasn't coming to play with that dude. Yo. He wanted to fight. He wanted to fight bad. You know how fighters be saying how excited they are to be back. Like he ain't have to tell you. You could tell by how he came out fighting. That dude was in a good mood. His energy was right. You know what I'm saying? He was picking his shots. He started out hot, got the knockdown early. I believe it was a left hook that dropped him in the first round. A nice left hook sent dude on his ass. This was a good performance by this dude. And it's not, you know, you always can improve on things. And like I said, you got hit with some shots that, of course, moving forward, and as you move up in level, you want to tighten up some things. Everything, the higher the level, the more you want to raise your level. You know what I'm saying? The more on point you want to be. So, you know, maybe if he was landing shots, if he was able to land a certain shot more than one time, you want to eliminate that as you move up in competition. You know what I'm saying? And I think XANDER is definitely on the right track. And like I said, you could critique any fighter, but at the end of the day, if you're being honest and you're really paying attention to this dude fight to fight, he's improving, he's confident, he's poised. You know, he's patient, but at the same time, he don't play with his food. You get what I'm saying? So, and he let them hands go. He don't take long to get into the rhythm, and that's what I seen last night. He was able to do that fast. He was able to establish his range, his rhythm, and timing pretty fast. And like I said, he got a knockdown. Dr. Mark, salute. Appreciate you, OG. How you feeling? Appreciate you for stopping through. Teal look like shit. You think so? You think Teal looked shitty last night, AJ? I don't think he looked shitty, bro. I don't think he looked shitty. Why you think he looked shitty? What you think he should have did differently? Or, you know, because you the family, so we're going to talk. But for me, I think Teal did good. Now the 140 looks slow. Y'all think he looks slow? I don't think so. I did hear somebody say, somebody did say to me he looked more explosive at 35 than 40. Somebody did say that to me, but I think that was impressive to me. That was part of the Jose Diaz, salute, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. My bad, Brody. How you feeling? Appreciate you. Yeah, for me, like, I don't know, maybe I seen it wrong, but I felt like his reflexes and his reaction speed was very good last night. He was getting clipped. He got clipped with some shots. And I always say this, you're going to get hit when you have a fighter in there actually trying to fight. You know, Pedro Campa he lacked the skill to be able to beat a Teofimo, but he didn't lack the heart. He was fighting. He got in there to fight. He made Teofimo fight. He clipped him with some shots. You know what I'm saying? He made Teo work in there. I think Teo reaction speed was on point last night. Like the way, you know, the little subtle movements he was making, like rolling with punches. I mean, he was very energetic. He looked healthy at 140 to me. He looked healthy. You don't ever need to mention Regis again. He ain't ready. Nowhere near. Nah, he need to stay far away from Regis. Stylistically, that'd be a bad fight for him. Because Regis gonna maul him and make him fight, and he'll move his head off the line enough, and Regis gonna dog him, yo. I'm telling you, I think that'd be a bad right now. That'd be a bad style matchup for Teo. Because his defense was trash and his opponent wasn't that good. I feel you. Listen, I'm always one of them people that, you know, instead of like shooting, like your opinion is different than mine, the way you viewed it, and it's cool. So it's like I just asked you like what you seen in there, like for conversation purposes. What made you feel like, you know, he was trash? Now his defense need work for sure. Defense need work, but it always did. But I don't think it was trash. You get what I'm saying? But I think the level of opponent helped him out too. You get what I'm saying? Tio got that knockdown because how fast that combo coming. That's facts, Ash. Facts. He looked fast to me last night. He looked shifty. He was fast. Like he was quick. He was reactive. Like them combinations. I don't know. Some of that shit he was doing, yo. I ain't gonna even lie, yo. It was smooth in there. Some of the shit he was doing. And I forgot one of the family said it. They said he the sharpest, sloppiest dude they ever seen, yo. And I know that sounds funny, but I kind of get what they were saying. Like some of the stuff he was doing was a little, wild, but he definitely got some speed. Quick to me. Facts, Ash. He did look fast. He did. He was reactive, man. He was like responding, like, you know what I mean? Maybe Tio just needs to get his confidence back up. Now that's a fact. But that's what that fight was. Like, we gonna talk about it. That's what we here for, to do a recap. That's that's what your bro Just is here for with the family. We're gonna talk about it. Let's make no mistake about it. And this is not no knock on Tio. This was a confidence building fight. Ricky said, yeah, facts, Ash. Thank you. Man, appreciate that. I couldn't remember which one of us said it, but I know one of the bros said it. And I get what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? But he looked fast. Make no mistake about it. This was a confidence builder. It was to get his feet back wet. You gotta just put some things in perspective. He coming off a loss, his first loss of his career. You know what I mean? It's his first fight at the weight class. You get what I'm saying? They still obviously pushing him and backing him. They're not ready to give up on him yet. He is a very talented young man. It's all about his mental. Teofimo career moving forward will not be a lack of, physical skill. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be mental with him. It's going to be how can he build from fight to fight after this loss and perform in each training camp and get the most out of himself. So then that translates over to the ring. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'm bad, y'all. That's my son in my ear. Ask me about the game. Wait till Teal gets in there with somebody heavy-handed. Oh, let's talk about it, Jose. I mean, look, all conversations on deck, family. Y'all know what this is. Y'all know how we give it up. We have some of the best conversations on YouTube, whether people know it or not. So they gonna catch on sooner or later. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. He said he called. He said a name. He said a name in specific that fit the bill. That's very heavy-handed in Regis Prograis, and I think that would be an absolute mistake for him right now. I think he definitely need to stay away from Regis for right now, because that performance from last night would not be the Regis Prograis. Respectfully, it just would not. That wouldn't do it. Put T on there with Brandon Lee or Hitchens. Hey man, you got your matchmaker hat on today, bro. You got your matchmaker hat on today, bro. Because and let's be clear, he's at 140, so all of these fights are on the table now. You get what I'm saying? All these fights are on the table. Put T on there, Brandon Lee or Hitchens. Hell yeah, Hitchens. I think it'll be a hell of a fight. That might be too tough of a fight for him. Facts, AJ, always, man. That's one thing over here with me. That's why I'm different than people. Like, I don't shoot you down and try to talk to you like you less than because your opinion is different. It's all good because it ain't unreasonable. Ain't like you in here saying some shit that's like crazy. You know what I'm saying? That shoulder roll, yeah, is gonna get his ass knocked out though. Yeah, facts. Leave that shit alone. D man, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? He will not change till he gets rid of his dad. Yeah, and the thing is, Jose, with that, I don't think he's gonna get rid of his dad, and understandably so to a certain degree. Like you know, boxing is already a shitty game, so that you at least want to keep people around you. Like, if nothing else, we know that his father give a damn about him. If we don't know nothing else, we at least know that. So with that being said, because that is a fact to me, he should keep his dad around for that reason. But I think he should add to his team, and I don't think it would make him no less or no fighter for doing that. I think it'll make him a better fighter. You get what I'm saying? His dad has a drug problem. It's the truth. Yeah. Just add somebody else that he can trust. You know what I mean, that really care about him. You know what I'm saying? That want the best for him. I think that'll help him. Been thinking Brandon Lee versus Ryan and Teal for 2 weeks now. Ash be on it. Hey man, Ash, look, it's all these fights is on the table now, so it ain't. I don't want to hear that this shit is fantasy. No, it is not. The minute he put his foot in the 140-pound division, that made all the fighters on deck, all hands on deck is on board. So the Brandon Lees of the world, the Richardson Hitchens of the world, man, all that is good. AB, my brody, what's good with it, bro? Salute, AB. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling, bro? I just want to Teal in there with that Monster Regis. He already mentioned him, so that's good for me. Subriel Matias will hurt him, in my opinion. Yeah, that dude is, see, this is the thing. This is the thing, man. And, you know, look, first off, I'm Just Do, so I stay true to my name. So I'm always going to be able to give a fighter their just due. With Teofimo going through all that personal stuff with his female, we all been there. We men, we know how that could be. That could be mentally taxing. You know what I mean? The situation with him not being able to see his kid, we fathers, we all know how that could possibly feel. Like, you mix that with some health stuff that probably was going on with him physically, with him just mentally not being in his right mind, and then that, you know, that weighing on him so heavily that affected his Kambosos, his performance against Kambosos, which then led to him taking his first defeat. So you factor all of those things in, and you mix that up with the fact that he in his first weight class. It's, you know, I mean, you know, a new weight class. It's his first fight at the new weight class. He moved up. You know what I'm saying? His confidence definitely got shaken in the fight against Kambosos, because I did hear that he was offered a rematch and he turned it down. So, you know, usually fighters would be willing to jump back in there, especially if they feel like a fighter that beat him shouldn't have beat him. So, but I did hear he turned down a rematch. I heard he had an opportunity to rematch Kambosos. He didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? If that's true, then obviously it had to be a confidence issue where he didn't want to take that fight. So I'm saying all that to say this: you factor all those things in, and you add that up with the fact that that's his first fight at 40, and the fact that they're still pushing him and they ain't gave up on him yet. You got to expect that they was going to put him in a fight that it was very winnable for him, and that's exactly what they did. It's cool he calling people out, but he needs to get in there. Oh, facts, D-man, facts. And again, at 140, that's not the division you not safe. The 35 at the top is not safe, and 40 is not safe at all. And I heard somebody say 40 don't have that many names. I don't know. I beg to differ. 40 is stacked, in my opinion, with talent. You know what I'm saying? We got to think. We still talking about a guy in Teofimo that got under 20 fights. Ain't like this dude got 30 fights or something. You know what I'm saying? He got 17. What is he? He got 18 total fights. 140 might be the hottest division now. Too much heat there now. That's what I'm saying. That's not the division to be at if you think you're safe, because you're not. Imagine if you're a boat trying to go forward, but you have your anchor thrown. You ain't moving nowhere. Yeah. Did he call out Gary? No, D-man. You know damn well. Hey, D-man. Hey, bro. You know damn well he ain't mentioned that. He ain't say that. Sometimes I don't think that he be on they mind sometimes. I think he'll say his name, but will he get in there with him is another thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, AJ, but that's what that fight was, bro. A confidence builder. Get his confidence back right. Put him in a fight that, you know, you put him in there with a guy with some experience, with a blown up record. Don't let that record from last night fool y'all. We real boxing fans. We know better. Dude was 34-1-1 with 23 KOs going into that fight. But I already did it. I went up and down his resume at least 2 to 3 times, and I didn't see many, if any, notable names on Pedro Campa's entire resume. And not only that, the one loss that he did have was a knockout loss. And not only was it a knockout loss, he lost to a guy who was 11 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. Let me say this again. Pedro Campa, that one loss that he had before he got in there with Teo last night, came in about, I think, 2017 against a fighter that was 11 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. And on top of that, to make matters worse, you know, Pedro Campa was 27-0 when he took that knockout loss. So it wasn't like it was mad early in his career. You know what I'm saying? He lost to a dude with 8 losses in a draw when he was 27-0. BC, my bro, what's good with it, bro? We appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? So, you know, that's just, and again, that's not me crapping on Pedro Campa. That's just me putting his resume and then his level of competition into perspective. Like, he just haven't fought nobody of note. So we already know this was a winnable fight for Teo when they said this who he was going to be fighting. Yeah. Facts, Ash. That's another thing. Yeah, they do. And they dogs. And Regis is damn near undefeated. I understand he got the 1 loss, but that's a razor thin loss, and he came close to losing since. He be beating absolute ass out there. Regis do, man. Regis be beating on people, man. 40 is deeper than what some people give it credit for. Too many good fights at 140, and Devin Haney will be there soon as well. Facts. And Haney gonna be there too, and that's the thing. It's just gonna keep heating up, yo. There's no doubt that's gonna make that division that much more interesting and entertaining. And although I think it's some dogs at 40 that could give Devin Haney hell, it's also gonna be some people that he can beat too. Everybody ain't gonna just be able to whoop his ass now. But for the ones that we feel like can or possibly could, that's something different. But everybody ain't gonna beat his ass. So when he do finally get up there, it's just gonna make that division that much more interesting. You know what I'm saying? That 140 is where it's at, but that's not where that's not a division you go to and try to be safe. Like, you're not safe over there. Yeah, man. So we gonna see how it shake out, man. We're gonna see how it shake out. But real quick sidebar to go off topic real quick. Hey, man, I know y'all, did y'all see that video Blue drop? Did y'all see what Keyshawn think about El Rayo? Man, where Ghost at, man? I hope Ghost good, man. I ain't seen Ghost in a little while. Hopefully, bro, good. But I know he ain't gonna like that if he heard how Keyshawn was talking. You don't hate that. Who at 140 is a threat to Barbosa? Who at 140 is a threat to Barbosa, BC? You saying, like, who's a threat to Barbosa? Or is, you know, because Barbosa definitely a threat to Teo, because he want that smoke. He want that smoke for real, for real. Barbosa want to fight bad. He in the comments and everything. Go look at the current posts. I be comment creeping, bro. Barbosa on Teo Hills. He want to fight bad. He tagging promoters and everything. Barbosa's confident he could beat Teofimo. That's why I want to see that fight, because he's so confident. He really wants to fight him, and I know that'll be a good fight. Even if Barbosa lose, it'll still be a good fight. I don't think it'll be a waste of time. He'll just get that mind right. Yeah, facts, AJ. He get his mind right. He's a dangerous fighter. Haven't beat the mud out of T.O. I bet that mess with him. Beat the mud, yeah, man. And he it's like he don't really want to fight. Dash. He be talking it, but we gonna see. We just told T on social media, good little comeback fight, but the dogs at 140 will show him up. Facts. Oh yeah, Ash. Keyshawn said Rayo slow as hell, and then he kept calling him Rollo. He said El Rayo slow as hell. He said he got a basic ass style or something. He's like, yo, he fought plenty of fighters like that, like in the Olympics. Like, he was like, El Rayo slow, and he said he'd chip him. So he'd beat El Rayo up. Regis can crack. Shit had no losses. That was BS. Yeah, that was a razor thin loss. He had Josh Taylor eye looking like somebody took a plum and stuck it behind his eyelid, like for an eyeball. That shit looked crap. I ain't seen too many eyes look that bad in no fight. And that's why I salute Josh Taylor, because I can imagine how crazy that his eye felt the whole time. Like, his shit was swollen bad. Like, I'm like, God damn, man. His eye was looking crazy, man. That ain't closing a show like Theo, though. Nope. You right, though, bro. Mr. Chops, I salute, my bro. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? Yeah, facts, man. Theo Dev don't have that, that closeout power. It's funny how Theo was mad saying bye-bye to him about him fight Barbosa, but didn't call him out, knowing that he was sitting ringside. Facts. Now, you seen Barbosa shaking his head when he was mentioning the names he was mentioning. They put the camera right on Barbosa, And the dude next to Barboza said something. You could kind of hear it, but I missed it. But it seemed like he said it loud enough to be heard. But yeah, Barboza want that smoke bad. He want that fight now. Regis a beast. Nobody wants to fight him though. Yeah, good thing that he got to fight now. Mr. Chop Top, he got a fighter now. I mean, he got to fight now. Finally, Crush, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling, bro? You said Keyshawn bugging. If you really think that, yeah, I don't think El Rayo's slow either. That because that's why I asked y'all what y'all think about it. Because I'm like, damn, you think Rayo's slow? I don't think Rayo's slow. But then again, I'm not a boxer, so maybe that's why I don't think he's slow. But he don't that like when you watch El Rayo fight, I don't see slow. As a matter of fact, he pack a punch and there's some speed behind that shit. That shit don't be looking slow. Maybe because I don't box. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no former Olympian, so you know, maybe I see shit different from the outside looking in. But nah, El Rayo don't look like no slow fighter to me at all, bro. Rayo, guys, let's make the fight happen. Rayo against Keyshawn. Yeah, man. Once again, Jose, once they mention it, all things are on deck. I might even make a separate video off of that. He was talking like that. I might even make a separate video on it, man. I might just do it. 3 new Cubans, 2 heavyweights. We got them here already. I got the names, bro. Yeah, bro. Let me know. I'll be on the lookout for them. Super dope fight. I wasn't mad. Taylor won. Yeah, me neither. Either could have won without argument. Facts. It could have went either way. It wasn't a robbery at all to me. It was a good ass fight. It was really that kind of fight. And the fact that Josh Taylor has some type of dog in him is what helped him, you know, edge that fight. If he ain't had no heart and no dog up in him, he definitely lost. He was pushing Regis around. I ain't see nobody up until that point be able to have that type of success from a physical standpoint against Regis. And he was able to control some of the rounds because he was able to control Regis in there. That was his father beside him. He said, you have to prove yourself first. Oh, as you called it. Let me say it. Ryo catch Keyshawn with a clean shot. He could. Hell yeah, Ryo could KO anybody. His KO power to me is real. Ryo don't look slow to me, and he has a punch. Facts, Ash. I didn't see it. And again, I'm just trying to be realistic and fair, maybe because I'm not a boxer. But that dude, when I watch El Rayo punch, that's the last thing I'm thinking. Yo, he looks slow. Now, I've seen him, some of the punches be wide. So I did see Keyshawn like throwing some punches, like just, like a little demonstration he was doing. Now, I know he was exaggerating because I know shit talking is going to be shit talking, but I've seen some of the punches be a little wide, but I also seen them wide punches connect and have real effect once they land on the target. So again, I don't know, man. I just don't think Ryo's a slow guy, and I think he can fight. I like to fight. He not bad. Nah, he ain't bad at all, man. He ain't bad at all. The main thing with, like, the main critique I have for him so early in his career, for me, El Rayo, I mean, like, I don't even want to call him El Rayo if it's just Rayo, but for me, he's so comfortable. He's so used to being in control because he's normally the harder puncher, I believe, that causes him not to be defensively responsible at times. And because he haven't faced a devastating puncher just yet, or somebody that had the skills with the punching power to be able to land it, he hasn't paid for it just yet. But that's my critique on him, to be a little bit more or a lot more defensively responsible, because he's so offensive. Sometimes he can forget about that defensive side of things and get clipped with shots. But like I said, because the fighters are not really true punchers and things like that, he's able to get away with it so far. T20 was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Big Texas was good, family. Salute to y'all, bros. Appreciate y'all. So, that's worked thus far for him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, he don't change up the speed on his punches enough for me, Ryo. Like, everything be fastballs, like hard shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get not playing with your food, but I think he the kind of fighter, and he got that kind of power. If he start adding that to his game, changing up the speed and variation to these punches instead of throwing everything so hard, I think he could, start like setting some traps and shit like that. I think he'd be real dangerous. He's showing not fast, and Ryo has more power than him, so he just might be talking trash because he doesn't like him. Yeah, facts. Or he might really, think Keyshawn is a confident / cocky / arrogant dude. So, no, I mean, I'm not surprised he was talking that way. I'm not surprised at all. Salute to the family in the building. Y'all smash that like button for your boy if y'all did. We're going to keep rolling for a minute. So, salute to the family in the back. Ernesto Santana and Fernando Acosta and Jordan Barrera and Frank. What is it? Saldivar? Take a look at Saldivar, not a heavyweight, but look at them. Take a peek. But remember, they fight 3 rounds in the pros now. Okay. Back. Ernesto Santana, Fernando Acosta, and Jordan Barrera, Frank Saldivar. Back. Hey, try to check out. Write them names down. We'll be on the lookout for them dudes. But yeah, man, El Rayo to me, or Rayo is not a slow fighter. He's a tough dude. And I say, look, let's talk about, let's push for it. Shit, I ain't saying we can make everything happen, but I definitely wouldn't mind shedding light or talking about a potential fight between Keyshawn Davis and Jose Valenzuela. Like, that dude ain't nothing to play with, man. He got some real heavy hands in there. He's well schooled early, and I'm telling you, I think he could be a major player at 135, or he's gonna be around. He's gonna be hanging around. But I think BoxRec might have him listed at 5'8" or something like that, maybe. But I think dude said he like 5'10", so he bigger than you think. So he's not a small dude. So my question too for Rayo is how long he gonna be at 35? Because these young boys ain't small, man. These be some big young boys. I'm telling you. Some of these dudes be one steak dinner away from a whole nother weight class. I'm telling you. Mess around, eat the wrong thing. One time you mess around being a whole nother weight class because some of these dudes big as hell. And Ryer, one of them. Yeah, it's not a small guy. Definitely not for 135. But we're gonna see. Hopefully Ryo hear what Keyshawn had to say, and hopefully he got something to say back. I would love to see that fight. But just to jump back, switch gears and jump back into last night. Dude, Reagan did his thing. He moved on to 7-0 with 1 KO. I just would like to see him with some more pop on his punches, if possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep a close eye on him because he is talented. He is an Olympian. He did get a medal. I believe he got a bronze, or was it silver? I believe Duke Reagan. Did he get a silver? Well, he's nice. Box boy Troy Isley. They've been matching Troy Isley up like with solid opponents since he's been fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he moved to 8-0 with 4 KOs. I believe the kid he was fighting last night, somebody in the family told me that was James Toney nephew he was fighting. The dude Victor Toney that Troy Isley fought last night, supposed to be related to James Toney, supposed to be his nephew. So now that explains why we were seeing that Philly shell. And dude was defensively sound to a certain degree. He didn't get hit with a ton of big shots from Troy Isley. Troy Isley started to come on late. Like it's like he started to crack that shell a little bit toward the 4th round or so, and by the 6th he started to land a little bit more. But you know, as soon as that happened, the fight was over pretty much. Ryo trained with David Benavidez, so Ryo ain't ducking no type of smoke. Nope, he not. And you seen him get into a Rolly. So I would love to see that too. And Rolly, speaking of Rolly now, this dude went from calling Tank out, saying Tank was scared, getting in the ring with Tank, getting partially concussed, getting up saying you won almost every round, and saying you wasn't hurt like that, to then backtrack and saying you actually was hurt. Then you went on to say you want to fight Errol Spence at 147 because it ain't nobody. You don't want to fight nobody at 140 because that's a no-name bum ass division. It's some weird shit like that, he said. So now this dude calling out AB. Yo, he really won't stop. Now he calling out AB. Or he claimed he want to fight AB. This dude won't stop, though. He won't stop with the trash talking and never stop with him. He got into an argument with Ryo. And I swear I hope we see that fight.
You still got your own. Knock the fuck out. You talk that shit, I'm not your ass out. I'm gonna knock your ass out. That's why y'all got to come out and type of the meeting, motherfucker. Yeah, I'll be there. Hey, stop recording that shit, because I know you just do this shit for class. You ain't real, motherfucker. So you a bitch.
I was rolling Ryo. I don't know if y'all peeped that. I'm gonna play it again real quick, but he said that's why you got that cut on the side of your face from me or some shit like that. Listen to what Rolly said.
You still got your knock the fuck out. You talk that shit, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna knock your ass out. That's why y'all got to come out and type of the meeting, motherfucker. Yeah, I'll be there. Hey, stop recording that shit, because I know you just do this shit for class. You ain't real, motherfucker. So you a bitch.
Rolly is fucking, he's funny as hell, yo. Nah, yeah, man. Jose 140 is lit, man. It's full of some dogs. And it's funny. The funny thing about 140, you got people at 35 that's definitely big enough easily for the right kind of fight could go up. Easily, unless they got their mind set on trying to win a world title at 35. Like Ryo is big enough to easily go to 140. He's easily big enough. Rolly, easily big enough to go to 140. You know what I'm saying? Easy. He's still dizzy from that Tank knockout. Yeah, that partial concussion. Is that even true? What's that, Ash? What's you asking about? Someone gonna have to literally put Rolly to sleep. Yeah, sleep. My son has a deeper voice than that, and he's only 15. Rolly looking for a check. Yeah, now if he talking about fighting Spence, that's a check. You talking about fighting Broner, that's a check. And I'm still picking Broner to beat him. Yeah, I am. How you get an eye on the outside? Oh, on the outside. His eye doing sparring with headgear. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I thought he said he had a cut or a mark or something on the side or some shit from his shit. He said that's why you got that something. But yeah, man, I say, look, that's more entertaining. You Rolly talking like that. The Ryo, let's see it. That'd be a war, man. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. That's two dudes with both of them got some real power. That'd be fun. That'd be entertaining as hell. I'm going with Ryo, of course, because he definitely a better boxer. He ain't just a boxer, puncher. He can box too. I definitely pick Ryo to beat Rolly. Make no mistake about it. If it'll be a good fight, I tell you what, Ryo better be on point. Better not be in there and just not be careless defensively with Rolly, because he swing one of them nyaks and catch you. And that shit might be bad for you, man. Don't let him hit you with that. You see, Tank was smart enough. He caught Tank with a good punch. Tank said, oh, this nigga big as hell. He could punch. He said, I bet. Tank said, I bet. I bet you won't hit me with that shit again. So this motherfucker can punch. I bet. I ain't letting him hit it. You going to have to work. Anything you land from this point on, you are going to work for it. Ryo will put Rolly to sleep. Yeah, man. Yeah, it'll be a bang out for sure, though. That'll be fun. That'd be fun. And you know what? You know, it's after getting your chin shook up and checked like that, I don't know, man. Shit might be different for you. You might get punched again. You might really go to sleep this time. All right. Ryo Tank in the future. Hey, I love to see it too. I love to see it. I'm telling you, man, I love to see Tank in there with anybody. That'd be a dangerous fight. Because he dangerous too, you know what I'm saying? And he could box with that power. I'm going to always say that. That's one thing about Tank that I just continue to appreciate. His maturity in the ring, how he don't panic under pressure. He's very calm and poised, man. That's like shit you can't teach. Like, he's very calm under fire, you know what I'm saying? Rolly was trying to apply pressure in that fight. He was very calm under fire. You said don't let him hit you with that. Yeah, I'm telling you, BC, if he hit Ryo with some of them nyaks, it might be a wrap, man. Might be bad for him, man. Might be all bad for him. You see how he was? He had hit Rolly. I mean, Rolly had hit Ryan with a couple of them joints. Ryan was uncomfortable as a bitch getting punched on by Rolly. Like, look at it. I ain't even gonna play the whole thing, but look how Rolly came out from the rip. Yo, from the very first punch, just check it out. For the first punch, yo. For the first punch, he punched the shit out of Ryan Garcia, bro. Oh man, for the first part, it's tough to call, but I got Tank. Yeah, I got Tank. I got Tank over dudes, man. So these dudes show me they could box better than them. Really not quite all there. Hell no, he not. Especially not talking about fighting Spence. He definitely not all there. He trying to retire. It would be too much for Rye. Imagine Spence fighting Rye. Rolly, and going to his body, breaking him down like that. He'd never have nobody applying no pressure to him like that. He'd get his ass hurt bad. Patience. Then bam, game over. Facts. He said now they BFFs. Yeah, facts, Jose. That's how it be with Tank. Facts, C20 Jelly Bean was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling? Delivering them packages? No doubt. Appreciate you for stopping through. Telling you, yo, that first punch, yo. First punch, yo. He cracked his ass right in his shit. But yeah, man, he calling for a lot of names. He calling for a lot of smoke. And I guess because he Rolly, he think people ain't gonna hold him accountable. But nah, hell nah. You don't get to just keep calling people names and don't fight nobody. Who you gonna fight next? Because I want to see it. Because everybody ain't Tank. I'm telling you, Rolly will give some of these people a tough fight, I think, until you get knocked out, especially if it ain't somebody with no crazy power and crazy boxing skill. Rolly will give one of them niggas a tough fight or something. He's going to be in there going for broke the whole time. You know he is. Yeah, he'll retire and Rolly, look what he did to I'm telling you, Rolly would be like, man, that'd be the first time in your career, boy, he'll wreck you. Spence really got the possibility of taking years off your career. That's not somebody you want to play with at all. I'm telling you, that is not somebody to play with at all, man. He might learn the hard way. Is y'all here, family? Some of y'all favorite fighters. I know some of y'all sad that y'all favorite fighter, David Lemieux, announced his retirement the other day. It's all right to cry, man. If y'all need to hit me up, you know what I'm saying, the DM, if y'all feeling sad about it, y'all want to talk, you know what I'm saying, I'm here for y'all. You know what I'm saying, I understand how much y'all love David Lemieux. You know what I'm saying? Know y'all are going to miss him and shit. Know y'all going to miss him. It's okay, though. St. Louis was good with it, my bro. Rolly walk around and put Ryan down. They fought. It'll never happen. Yeah. That's one fight that I love to see, too. Ryan and Rolly. It got a good sound to it already. Rolly versus Ryan. Ryan versus Rolly. His old man got killed. Sad, bro. Who old man? Jose? So I'm telling you, man, yeah, I know, man. Y'all know y'all. Oh yeah, David Lemieux. You talking about? Get in the ring with Spence. It'll take years off your life. Facts, years off your life, and you're definitely off your boxing career. Like your career at age and dog years, you fight Spence. I should start. Yeah, D man. I know, man. It's all right, bro. You know what I'm saying, Lemieux. Maybe he got a son or something coming up. You know what I'm saying? Notice how many mass shootings and it's more and more. And it's going to get worse. Yeah, man. Cause they too loose with these gun laws, Jose. They too loose with them, and the somebody to be able to get hold of one is just so easy now that it's just ridiculous. It's to the point where it ain't safe. Damn. Rest in peace to David Lemieux Pop. Damn, that's crazy. Canadian learn. I don't know how to spell his name. He got gunned down. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, motherfuckers is bogus, yo. You taking lives like it ain't nothing, man. Y'all smash the like button for me, man. If y'all haven't already, smash that like button for your boy, man. We had a solid night of fights, man. R.I.P. to Lemieux Pops, but we had a solid night of boxing. You know, again, Top Rank put on another card where they putting them prospects on display, man. They got a nice handful of, they got a nice batch of talent, man. They got some young little hitters over there at Top Rank. Spencer time people is just the true facts. Facts. Yeah, Davy boy, man. Yeah, he out of here. Davy boy said, hell with that, man. I'm gone. That shit crazy though. His mass shootings is bogus. Yeah, Davy boy, man. He announced his retirement. He up out of here. My bad, y'all. I'll be looking at shit as I'm going along too. And Ron for the real ones as going to sleep. Yeah, man. I mean, that shit might be so well shit. He might be fighting Maxie Hughes next. So I think he bought himself another fight. You know what I'm saying? If he fight him next. Zayas fight at 54, right? Yeah, facts. St. Louis, he had 54. He did his thing last night. Xander he's top notch last night, man. Top notch last night. 14-0, 10 KOs. He got a 71% KO ratio too right now. Got that 74-inch reach. That's what Boots got, about a 74-inch reach. He got some long arms. 19 years old, 5'10". He got the height to go up a weight class if he need to. Dude is nice, man. Dude is nice, man. He fought a dude that was 22-4 with like 15 KOs or something like that. And dude never been stopped. The dude, that's what I was saying about the top rank fighters. They be matching their fighters up with some solid competition, man. Like Troy Isley. Duke Reagan was in there with another undefeated fighter. Dude was 7-0. You know what I'm saying? And tough because he was bringing it. And he hurt Duke Reagan in the second round with a like a left hook high on the head. Dude, legs staggered a little bit, but he recovered fast as hell and he got right back to it. He actually started pressing the fight a little bit more. Duke Reagan did. And he pretty much won comfortably. Pretty much won every round except probably that second one, maybe. Want to see Xander versus Fundor? That'll be a fun fight. That'll be a fun fight because Xander going to box. He's not going to just stand there and do that. He's not going to just stand there and do that. He's going to box. Yeah, St. Louis, that'd be a good one, bro. Fighter man, first. Fighter man, fist to fist. At least he's not alive, dead the next day. Yeah, that shit crazy. Xander got skills, facts. He's one of the most skilled prospects coming up. And he's only 19. 14-0, 10 KOs. He got good power in both hands. He's you know, especially when he's focusing on the defensive end, like he got some good feet. He could move in and out real well too, man. He got a smooth transition from offense to defense, like, and he rarely put himself out of position and things like that. That's what I noticed as a young fighter already. You know what I'm saying? He a boss in there already. Yeah, that shit bogus, Jose. For real, bro. Shit out of hand. Again, the access to firearms is just far too easy nowadays. It's almost like that's what they wanted. That's why it's like that, because they already know how careless people gonna be with them. That's what we getting, a lot of that shit. I heard from Dora can't see very well. Yeah, well, he do wear glasses, shit. And I know one of the things that it seemed like Fundor should be able to do naturally real well, fight from the outside. He don't. He struggle fighting at a distance, or he's just not consistent with that. And he always looking to engage and fighting like a phone booth type of fight. Like if he probably could have every fight like that, that's how he'd fight. You know what I'm saying? Sergio Garcia, he was trying to force that fight like that, but Garcia wouldn't sit still long enough for him to, you know what I mean, really do that. That's why he gave him such a tough fight. And it would have been the same thing for Lubin. If Lubin would have moved and boxed more, and picked his shots and got his and got up out of there and made Fundora have to like box instead of just letting him fight, he could have exploited him. We could have been having a different conversation right now. I think he definitely could have beat him. Everybody from Miami, Florida, go to Texas, as long as your record is non-violent, you get that same day legally. Yeah, super easy. Open carry too. Yeah, man, that firearm shit is out of control, bro. Hopefully that shit slow down. TBS, Kyle, was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. You know, it's crazy. Oh, I seen you at the fights last night, bro. I don't know if you know, you damn sure was on TV. They gave you a good screenshot. Seen you celebrating that knockout from Tio. Seeing you over there looking sharp, man. Good to see you at them fights, man. Boots to the ground. Hope you enjoyed your night too, bro. Salute to you. In fact, do I got you rinsed up, pal? Nah, I got you right now, bro. I got you. Yeah, man, it was good to see you, man. Look, I'm telling you something different about that fight energy, right? I'm telling you, just enjoy your fucking self there, yo. It's different, man. When you really love boxing like that, and you actually there, it's like you just enjoy that shit. Enjoy the whole damn night. You know what I'm saying? Whole night. That's how it was the last time I went to the fights. I enjoyed each fight I seen, man. They all was good fights. Even the dudes, the very first fight where I didn't know neither guy, it was still a good fight. Not only that fight energy different. You know what I'm saying, to me, that's better than basketball games, football games. Like that shit is different. That fight energy is dope. And again, man, Teofimo, he I think he put on last night. I think it's a solid comeback, solid get back performance for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna overstate it, but I am just due, so I gotta give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? With the circumstances, like I said, all the stuff he was dealing with outside the ring, and you know, before the Kambosos fight, and remember how many times the fight was getting postponed. He's supposed to make more money initially. All that Triller had backed out. It was like a shit show for the most part, that whole situation. And it's like the longer they took for that fight to be made, the more time they gave Teofimo to unravel. And it's just like everything just reached a climax in the ring. Like everything just reached its peak. And he got in that fight and he just like he exploded, but the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? He just came out not focused, and it cost him a fight. And you, like I said, they said he had some health situation going on too with his breathing and things like that. So you said you figure you mix all that stuff in with the fact that he's coming off his first loss, and you know what I'm saying, the time he did spend out the ring after that, he needed that time off to get his mind back right. And it did, at least could say from a mental standpoint, it looked like he's closer to himself after last night, and that's what you want to see. Like I ain't rooting against him or nothing like that. I just don't like the diva-ish energy that he be putting out, you know, when he had won them titles. But hopefully this win will not only grow his confidence again, but humble him, you know, to a certain extent. And you know, we get mentally focused Teofimo moving forward. Because again, like if he's locked in mentally and physically, he's good for the sport. Even though he do talk crazy, but he's still good for the sport as far as like, you know, a fighter and from an entertainment standpoint. Okay, yeah, I'm clocked out. Chat, life of the chat is here. Okay, life of the chat. I like that about boxing. It's like baseball. You against the pitcher, you against the other boxer. You don't have, you're on the route. I don't know no one else. That's a fact. That's a fact. Less people to blame. Way less people to blame. That's why I appreciate the sport. Like for that reason that you talking about. Less people to blame, even though people try to do pass the buck sometimes, but we know what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? There's less people to blame, and the fact that you can't play boxing is gonna always be one of the number one reasons why this is my favorite, most watched sport. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Like I'm never bored with this shit. Not talking about it and definitely not watching it. Thomas, salute, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling, bro? Said brother-in-law is a doctor. He told me Teo wouldn't be able to walk if he really had all those problems. Teo full of it, yeah. They probably magnified it because it's good for theater. It's good for entertainment. You know what I mean? The bigger the story, like the better it is for them. Like, you get what I'm saying? The wilder it is, the better the return. Like the bigger it is when he actually come back and win. Oh, he had to come back from all this or all that. So, you know, they're gonna make it sound as bad as they possibly could. Whereas shit, you know, the shit XANDER was going through could have been serious too. You know what I'm saying? XANDER and who else? The Virgil Ortiz situation probably was could have been more serious than the Teo situation. He said that shit was lit. Yeah, I believe it was, man. Good to see you on that screen, man. You know what I mean? Enjoying yourself, man. That's what it's all about, man. Good energy, good fights, man. Winning cures everything. Hey, you know how I go, Thomas. You know how I go, bro. It's facts. Teo look good. I was going for Campa. Oh yeah, he was going for Campa. Teo did look good in there. He was sharp. But you know, like I said, I wanted to give him his just due. Stay true to my name, and he went out there and he handled himself well. You know what I mean? He got hit, he got clipped in some spots, but ultimately, like, you know, he did his thing last night. And you know, I will say this: even though he got the knockout, I don't know if his punching power is all the way translated just yet. I want to see him fight again at the weight just to see. I want to see how he gonna look. But I ain't saying he couldn't punch, but just maybe to see was slightly not as explosive, maybe, possibly. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on Teo, man. See if I could notice anything different. Laced out, salute. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling, bro? Smash that like button for me if you haven't. Come join the channel. Come join the family. My bad. Come join the family. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. He said Campa got robbed. He had 11-2. I was making a joke about that too, like because you know, some of the announcers and stuff keep pushing that narrative that he was a former undisputed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, it's getting to the point now, if you pushing that narrative that he was truly undisputed, you basically saying, to me, like when you say that, you basically one of those people that was cool with him saying he won 11 rounds to 2. Like if you say he was a former undisputed champion, then you believed him when he said he won 11 rounds to 2. Like, and it's not up for debate. You know what I'm saying? He won 11. If you calling him former undisputed, make no mistake about it, that's what you believe. Y'all in line, in sync with Teo when he said, I beat him 11 rounds to 2. Yeah, sure you did. I got big problems with Teo performance. Oh, yeah? What you ain't like about it, Thomas? I have to babysit, bro. My sister in Jamaica with her husband, with sister. Keep listening. Have a great night, everybody. I appreciate you, Jose, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. Appreciate you stopping through as always. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you stop through as always. But yeah, man. So that's how I look at that, yo. The people that's pushing that, feel me, laced out. The people that's pushing that, you know what I'm saying? That former undisputed stuff. And it's crazy because all you gotta do is go look in the books. Seriously, like he's not on record. It's Dev Haney in there. He's not on that. He's not listed as an undisputed champion. I guess because they feel like they got the mindset, I guess, if they say it enough times out loud, then it makes it true or something. Nah, bro, it don't make it no more true. I don't care how much I push it and where y'all push it to. He ain't. Bon Quickly was good with it. Was good with it, Brody. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? But yeah, man, he his ass. It's just what it is, bro. He wasn't undisputed. He didn't get the last piece to the puzzle, and he should have known he did. You know what I'm saying? He can say what he want. We all know he ain't get that. He ain't get that last belt. So he could push that fake, false narrative all we want. So what y'all think? What y'all make of Dev Haney saying, posting the shit emoji after his performance? You know, all his tricks. Like people can't plan strategy, playing the ropes. Team of yes men not calling them on it, showboating. Oh yeah. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. I always said that. Like one of my issues that I have with him, or a critique I have of the Team Lopez, and I'll just say Team Lopez because there's all of them involved, is like, and the question that I have is like, do they fully understand why they might have why they lost? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, when they speak on it publicly, especially as Pop, like he attribute, you know, he put a lot of the blame of the loss on the physical aspect of things, saying, you know, Teo shouldn't have been in there physically. This was wrong. That was wrong. I get all of that, but you do know that's not the only reason he lost. Like, if you being honest and being real with yourself, that's another reason he lost, because he mentally wasn't right. His emotionally, he wasn't right. He wasn't right going into that ring. It was more than just physical. It was mental, physical, emotional. None of that, none of those things was on point for Teo that night. None of them. And then on top of that, if you just want to be honest with yourself, his Pops in his toughest moment as a fighter in his career, when things wasn't going their way for him, his father was unable to guide him to success. And I'm not saying, like, you know, it's all his fault that he lost, but if we being honest, like, his Pops didn't do a good job at giving instruction in that corner. He didn't do a good job at you know, telling Teo what adjustments to make and then seeing if Teo could go execute. You know what I'm saying? Or it is right, knock out Teo and sparring. Yeah, he spoke on that a couple times. AJ, word up, he did. And I'm a big Teo fan. Yeah, I feel you. Teo, he got a long way to go, but he's still better than a lot. It's just a lot. His career, I'm telling you, the success in his career is going to be based off, you know, how if he's able to, you know, keep everything together mentally, yo. Like if he's able to do that, he'll be all right. Like it's mental with Teofimo to me. It's not a physical thing. Like he could always tighten up on some things and improve on some things skill wise, of course. But you know, for me, I think his biggest issue moving forward and throughout his career is going to be, where is he at mentally from fight to fight. Teo definitely needs a new trainer. Yeah, he do need to add somebody, because I'm expecting to get rid of his Pops because he started with him, and I get that, and I can honestly say I feel like his Pops care about him. So that's one reason I want to keep him around. But at the same token, don't be naive and foolish to think that, you know, something is wrong with you going out to get help from somebody else outside your father. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to get rid of your father, but try to add to your team. You know what I'm saying? To make you better. Mental is real, yeah. We are predisposed to TV. Yeah, man. Facts, Thomas. I'm telling you, mental is real. Just remember, Teo Senior said we got J Lo and Shakira. Yeah, he subdued his shot. Yo, his dad is shot, bro. J Lo and Shakira, they are unstoppable. Tell you crazy. Teo father coaches like Roach and Bomac. I'm telling you, tell him one thing and then tell him another in the corner. Like, I couldn't believe he did that. His biggest problem is his dad, and it's a fact. But that's why I say, like, add to his team, because I know the loyalty. I know how that could, and I know he's going to be somewhat of a prisoner of his own loyalty in terms of not wanting to get rid of his dad. So I, for one, could try to put myself in his shoes and understand. Like, I could kind of get that. You started with him. You don't want to just ditch him, and I get that. So what you do is you add to your team, and you bring somebody else in, and that you could trust, that got your best interest, that knows some things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pops be tripping. People Haney too, acting like he just beat Cannonball in Greece. He already shown us he weak mentally. He has to learn from his mistakes. Hey, so hey man, the question's still out, laced out, man. That's it. It's real, man. It's real, bro. Like he if they didn't fully like accept the loss and why they lost, I think that could always kind of hinder him moving forward. Like, I mean, lack of self accountability. Like your pops didn't do you no favors that night. You didn't do yourself no favors that night. Physically, you wasn't where you needed to be, mentally nor emotionally. Like I can't stress that enough. Like, but again, the reason I even bring that up because when they talk about the loss, they only blame it on the physical aspect. They just bring that up and make that seem like that was the end all be all. Like that's the only reason he lost. Because man, he wasn't right. He wasn't right after his approach was wrong. Like you know what I mean, he started the fight wrong. Like he just came out swinging for the fences. Cabo saying would be a perfect trainer. I'm not familiar with him, but it's possible. Anybody, I think not anybody, but I think adding somebody at this point is necessary. Pops was dressed kind of rapper. Yeah, they was tearing him up like a tall, big ass Magnum walking and shit. He adds to his team. He's taking his dad out a bit. His dad will get mad or more beef. He has to man up. Dad, you got to go. I mean, but see, I get you. But in that instance, like if I'm with my pops, right? And I'm loyal to him, and I feel like because of that, I don't want to get rid of him completely. And I go to try to reach out to somebody to better myself and my career, then he should understand that and support that. And if he can't do that, and if that was the cause of rift, Jose, then yeah, he got to go then. From that point, I'll be ready to cut ties with him because you don't have all the answers, and that'd be very ignorant. That'd be a very ignorant approach, like a selfish approach. Like if you really want to see your son do the best he can, I don't think it will hurt to reach outside of the Lopez bloodline to get help. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that would be a bad thing. You know, if his father can understand that, then yeah, he had to take a back seat. Point until you gonna listen to a new trainer. Depending on somebody that he got to respect for sure. He got to respect whoever this trainer is. It got to be somebody that he respect right off the bat. And if it's somebody that he can respect right off the bat, then yeah, I could see him listening. But he would want. I think it would be important or wise for him to make that move soon, and definitely before going into another fight. Because as these fights get harder, and I already seen it once when things was not going well, your father did not have the instructions. Like he just didn't have them to be able to tell you to do nothing different, and you just went in there and you got your ass kicked. You know what I mean? You fought. Like you hung around because you hung around. Like you kept fighting, but it was the lack of instruction. I mean, the instructions in the ring wasn't the reason you battled back. That was Teo fighting off of, you know what I mean, instinct type shit. Listen to a new person coming in to train him. He might though. Got to be somebody you respect for sure. He's a no nonsense trainer that would get in his chest, keep him focused as he did against Loma. Yeah, facts. Need somebody that's that he really got going respect, that really know what they're talking about, that somebody that's going, you know, allow him to buy into their system, you know what I'm saying, and really want to put the work in, you know what I'm saying. And I know it'd be hard for him to get rid of his dad because don't nobody know him like his dad do, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, still, I think it could work if he handled it like a man, say, hey, look, I'm thinking about reaching out to somebody else, you know what I mean, to get some help in the corner, to, you know what I mean, to try to improve and get better, get to that next level, you know what I'm saying. And if his pops can't support that, then I think it'll be time for him to cut ties for sure. It's hard to say, you know, to your dad, yeah, that's 100, yes, yeah. My dad different than his dad, yeah, that's the fact. You train him, you would get his ass online. Teal seeing who the hell, Teal June. My new trainer, Pops. Yeah, right. Then go downhill from there, man. Robert Garcia, Bones Adams. Yeah, Robert Garcia wouldn't be a bad look, I don't think, to be honest with you. I really don't think it would be a bad look. Teal Sr. gets the belt. Yeah, facts. I'm what you saying, Louis. There's a different K Corona. Yeah. Yep, somebody that's gonna school them and push them and actually teach them. You just need a trainer. You need a teacher, trainer, and coach. You need all that wrapped up in one. Mentor wouldn't hurt either. You need all that wrapped up in one. Wait till you look last night. I might be able to beat that man low key. Yeah, I feel like Ryan's best shots will have to come early against Teofimo. If he was to be able to get it off on Cuban trainer, Rayo's ability would match well with the Cuban fundamentals. That'd be interesting right there, bro. Tio, that'd be interesting right there. No, nobody knows what his daddy is really about, but we know Negative Guy looks like he's on snow. I hear a lot of people saying that, but I think TL feel way too good. Oh, feet way too good for Ryan. Yeah. Ryan's best shots will have to come early for sure. Like if he was to be able to beat a fighter like a Teofimo. And that's going to be the case for him, I think, against a lot of most of the elite. Like his best opportunity and shot to beat the elite level fighters, his best shot, if any, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be early for him. Because I believe as the fight wear on, he's going to slow down. And he ain't going to look as impressive when he's forced to go the distance and things like that and go past 6 rounds and it been somebody competing with him. He looked real lackluster in there. No doubt. There was a time where I thought Ryan had absolutely no shot. I get what you're saying, Johnny. No, I get what you're saying, bro. Just seemed like the playing field just slightly evening out, like on his own. I know what you're saying. He was out kissing kids' forehead after the fight. Felt like God, yeah, facts, bro. Felt good, man. That's good for him. I'm glad he got him a win. Real old school Cuban trainer would not train him. Nope. No respecting his dad is in the middle. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's some people out there for him, though. It's just up to him to actually put the work in to actually seek that help. I just truly think it would do him some good. Other than that, I guess he's just going to rock out with his dad. And, you know, I ain't mad at him for that either, but shit, I still would like him to see the best version of Teofimo possible. Because again, mentally and physically locked in and focused, Teofimo is great for the sport, despite the shit talking about how he's actually able to perform. You know, like I said, from an entertainment standpoint, he's definitely good for the sport. Man, he spits on a hot dog before he eats it, but his speed and power could hurt anyone. You stupid, bro. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Johnny, you feel me? Eddie Ryan hand speed could definitely pose a problem. Yeah, early. And again, early, especially early. And you got some pop with him. But I think the fact that you don't put enough emphasis to detail and to the skill aspect, and I don't see a concentrated effort to improve defensively. I still see like the same flaws, but again, the Fortuna fight, not so much you didn't see it, but you seen it in the manual to go fight because it went the distance. So you was able to see a lot of those same flaws, like I said, and more times than not, because he's a front runner, he can cover up those flaws, or he does a pretty good job covering those flaws up in the first half of the fight. But once you get to that second half and later rounds, you start to get past round 6, 7, get into round 8, 9, you start to see this kid slow down. It's just something that I noticed, and I've seen it a few different times already. Then he got a tendency not to look good once he don't get a knockout. He don't look good because dude was. But yeah, make no mistake about this. Like, you know, this was a confidence building fight for Teo. Pedro Campa was. He had a blown up record, but we're not to be fooled by that at all whatsoever. Like, that record is the record, but you know, the quality of opponents, like he don't have no notable names at all. And again, you know, the one loss he did have, it was a knockout loss. That was back in 2017 to a dude that had 8 losses, 11, 8, and 1. You know what I'm saying? And dude, Pedro Campa was what was he? 27-0 when he got knocked out by that dude. So I already knew when I went up and down the resume, no notable names, check. Limited opposition, check. The loss that he took, it was by pretty much a journeyman, low-level opposition, low-level fighter, and he got stopped, check. I was like, nah, he ain't beat no Ryan is still susceptible to the Euro tall style. Yeah, as long as he don't correct that defensive flaw with having his chin in the air, he's gonna always be susceptible to shit any style. Damn near anybody that's gonna throw a straight punch. You know what I'm saying? My feet are high garbage though, and he always chin so damn high. Lord have mercy, I think Teo will end up sleeping him. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that chin be too high. He fight too tall. Don't bend at the waist enough. You know what I'm saying? Got a stiffness to him sometimes, man. His feet are very slow. Hands are fast, though, but feet are slow. Feet are slow, bro. No, facts, bro. God body salute, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. It was just the thing, bro. I think Ransom beat the fuck out of Tio. Oh, hey, man. Hey, that'll be a good fight. That'll be a good fight. And again, all these fights are on the table now because he had 140. So it's going to be names. People going to be mixing and matching his names with a lot of different fighters. And I hope he ready. Hope he ready. Sugar Hill is really good trainer. Thanks. So I wonder why Tyson Fury got rid of him. I'm curious to know why. Especially, it just don't make sense. The way he praised the dude just to get rid of him, I don't understand it. At least I heard he cut ties with him anyway with Sugar Hill. Yeah, I ain't think of that either, yo. God body, there's a good fight. Rancis and Tio. Good test for Tio. Y'all smash the like button for you, bro. If y'all haven't already. If y'all ain't sub to the channel, sub to the channel. Come join the family. I'm going to cook for a little bit more. I'm going to let y'all good people get up out of here and enjoy y'all Sunday. I just wanted to make sure I came through. Yeah, y'all recap of these fights. Baby soon, bro. Come help me with these rules, my sister kids. Alyssa, have a great one, everybody. I got you, Jose. Appreciate that, bro. Oh, man. Facts. And then T was probably sleeping. I like to see it, though. Yeah, facts, bro. I still want to see it. It's a lot of good fights to be made at 40. They're going to be mixing and matching his name with everybody. T hasn't learned. Never established a jab. Only had 100 power shots out of 321 total punches. Only 50 jabs. Yeah, he need to concentrate on that jab a little bit more, for sure. Be more consistent doing it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not always the number, it is how he used it. How did he get them 50? You get what I'm saying? And it just wasn't a concentrated enough effort to establish the jab and work off of that, because he was missing some shots and missing kind of big in spots. And I think that was because he was leading with hooks instead of using his jab to set up these shots. So he still got some shit to learn. He got less than 20 fights. He better keep trying to improve, better keep working, because he got a lot of work to do. Is Pastor Thurman versus Virgil Ortiz fight possible? It's possible. It's possible. It's definitely possible if that's something that Thurman is willing to, like a risk that he's willing to take. Because I think they'd be comfortable putting Virgil Ortiz in there with this version of Keith Thurman. But it's definitely possible if that's something Keith Thurman want. I think he still got the pull, man. They give him that fight. Yeah, about to get indicted off Fury soon. Snitching. Yeah, it's something going on with that situation, Thomas. For real, bro. Something sus going on with that situation. For real. Another good fight is Tio versus Matias. Last opponent, yeah. That'll be another good fight. I was hearing people say that. Peace, AJ. Appreciate you for stopping through, mine, bro. Appreciate you. Tio might still die. Peace, God, body. Peace, my bro. It's scary as a 19-year-old. Yeah, he is. He is, man. He young, polished, well-schooled, disciplined fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He thinks in the ring. He fights with a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? He really go for it in there. And he like Queen Ash said, you know, he's all business in there. And that's just something I appreciate about Xander. Like, he coming in there to get his job done. I remember when he said the gatekeeper role was delusional. Yeah, I mean, man, at times he might not have no choice if he don't take the right fight. Because I don't know what he gonna do, sit around and wait. The last thing Keith Thurman need is to be in a situation where the next time he fight again, it's considered a layoff, like, or a long layoff again. I'm telling you, he can't afford those. That's just gonna be his biggest problem, like for the remainder of his career, staying active and when he's active, taking the right fights. Like you can't just be moving like this. The young Keith Thurman, you older, bro. You done cut your hair, running around here, man. You better act like you know, man. These young dogs ain't playing. So I ain't saying duck no smoke, but be smart and strategic for the remainder of your career at which fights you take. You know what I mean? Make it. You know what I mean? Add it up right. You know what I'm saying? Make sense out of this shit. Don't just get in there and fight anybody. And that whether that be a good or a weak opponent. Don't get in there with just anybody. So it's the very snitched on Tim Bradley not being 100% vegan. Stupid, bro. Thurman wants a cash out fight. Yeah, he might. But I don't know how he gonna get that because he ain't getting EJ. EJ said he'd rather vacate than fight him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's gonna want to fight Crawford. I think Crawford will stop him. I think EJ and Crawford both will stop Keith Thurman. And Conor Benn and Chris Eubank actually gonna fight, so Conor Benn smoking is off the table for right now. No, he ain't gonna fight Boots. You could forget about that. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what's next with Keith Thurman. Like Samson. Strength is in my hair. Strength is in my hair. I'm telling you. When he lost the ponytail, I already said that. His strength was in his hair. I've been said that. When he cut that ponytail, some of his power went right with him for real. I always said that. The minute I seen it, I said, yeah, he damn sure ain't one time no more. You need to stop it and just sit his ass down. Ever since he cut that hair, he just ain't been right. It ain't been right. Keefy with the brush cut ain't the same as that guy. But again, you know, it's all about activity for him and him staying busy. He has to stay busy. If he goes on another layoff, man, I'm not going to feel confident for him moving forward, yo. Because again, you got a Barrios. You got fortunate with that fight. Now, the next fight might be not a true welterweight or, you know what I mean? Somebody that's really coming to fight. So he going to have to be careful. You're going to have to be real careful moving forward, man. You're going to have to be smart. You have to be calculated, man. You can't move like he Keith Thurman, the young boy that he used to be, because he ain't. I'm bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I hate when I say something like I state a fact and somebody like respond to it and I'm not talking to them. I truly hate that about the internet. Especially when they don't know what point you're making and they just try to make a point off of something you say and don't know what you meant. Shut your weird ass up. Slipping and dipping, salute, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Are you feeling you can see his head shake birthday balloon? Yeah, man. So Keith, man, you know, I know he wanted to change, but whatever. You should have kept that ponytail, bro. Should have kept that ponytail. It already pulled your hairline back. You should have just kept rocking the ponytail. You would have got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people really be in the comment section. That's what I mean. Like these dudes, they don't even be real men at the end of the day. If that's all you want to do is get online and try to argue about everything, you weird, man. Weird. You truly weird. Crystal ball forehead. Shit, like a thought bubble. You stupid, bro. Big Keith, man. We gonna see, but again, man. Hopefully he just don't. Hopefully he don't go on another long ass layoff because that's just not gonna be smart for him. He gotta stay busy, yo. That's the most important thing, because you gotta think he dealing with each time he get in the ring. Now he gonna be battling Father Time and inactivity, and them two of a fighter's worst nightmares. Father Time is undefeated, and inactivity could cause a world of issues, especially the fact that he's getting up there in age. He's not getting no younger, so it'd serve him best. It'd be in his best interest to stay as busy as he can and pick the right kind of fights if he can. His head starts in Mississippi. Y'all killing him. Old Grand came for you. He got that Domer Simpson. Got all that forehead, man. Got all that forehead, man. You know his hairline start at the top of his head from the damn ponytail and braids. So he rather seen his Father Time. Yeah, facts. He is facts. You know what I'm saying? He don't need Mayweather Senior on his back. You know what I'm saying? So he got to stay busy and active, man. Keep swimming. Got to stay busy, guys. Keep swimming. Got to stay busy. You got to. But yeah, man. Again, salute and shout out to everybody that came through in the building. Salute to the TWT family, Just Do family. Salute to the chat fan. Solid card, you know. 3 prospects fought again, you know what I mean, with XANDER getting a 5th round knockout and a good performance over an opponent that never been knocked out. That was a solid win. So my nigga AB, he got this one for the money. Yeah, AB fighting the 20th and shit. I believe it's August 20th. Omar Figueroa, but I almost forgot to mention that because I seen that in the thumbnail and the AB and Maidana. AB, according to AB, Maidana wants to do an exhibition, a rematch, like an exhibition. And I'm like, what the hell? Why would he want to do an exhibition? Why would you want to do an exhibition if you're still an active fighter? You know what I'm saying? And I hope AB do beat Omar Figueroa. With him, the right game plan, he could beat that dude. It's not going to be all about throwing punches or not letting his hands go. This fight is going to be which punches he throw when he throw them. I'm telling you, like, if he come in there with the right game plan in mind, he could beat this dude. That's a winnable fight. If he's not fighting Conor Ben, Virgil, or Bruce, I ain't trying to see it. Yeah, me either, bro. Me either, Johnny, because I don't know who else is going to fight. They be partying clubs, getting drunk with Kovalev. He better not be. I think GT got him focused now. Just the fan was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling? AB and my is crazy duo, right? Chris Cabrera was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. I know it's your first time here, but smash that like button for you, bro. Come sub to the channel. Come join the family, Chris. Dawson, Robert East, and Tevin Farmer always seem like they have potential. Tevin Farmer, he's impressive, you know, given his circumstances and how he lost a couple times early like that, and you know, he was able to battle all the way back and become world champion. I think, and then he had not only did he become world champion, Tevin Farmer, like he had like 5, I believe, successful title defenses as well. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to me, he kind of overachieved in a sense. You know what I mean? All depends on who you asking. You know what I'm saying? Always, all depends on who you asking. Cause I think he made real good out of his career based on the, you know, how it started for him and where it ended up at. So I thought that was, you know, and as far as Robert Easter, yeah, I mean, he still got potential to, you know, make something shake, but he got to get on it, and I ain't seen nothing too much from him since he hearing about him getting shot a while back. Yeah, slipping and dipping. That's what he said. AB said Maidana wants to do a rematch exhibition. I love to get in the ring with him again. That's what it is. AB saying. Say he reached out to him on social media. Talking about getting together for a rematch, if only as an exhibition bout. You know what I'm saying? Tevin Farmer versus Tank Davis battle for Mother Baltimore. Hey, man, I still watch that. I always felt like I knew how that fight would go, though. Because Tevin Farmer is going to get hit. And I already know, like, and I seen that fight with Pedraza when Pedraza stopped him. I think he was beating Pedraza and ended up getting stopped. But no, that was like early in his career. But I always looked at that as like, man, Tank can hit you with any of them punches, like he gonna be in trouble. And although he got better skillfully, like you can't change that chin. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that'd be a good one, Chris and Bond. Like that'd be a good one, bro. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Tevin Farmer, like I'm a little bit different than most people. Like I don't complain. I try not to complain too much about boxing and try to enjoy the, you know what I mean, the matchups and potential matchups. Like a lot of people feel like Tevin Farmer might be done or something. He think he's 32 years old, man. Tev still got something left in the tank. I watch him fight. Like I said, I think he overachieved given, you know how his career actually started. He was able to really make something out of it, which is dope. Yeah, he said Maidana hit him up. Broner said Maidana hit him up in the DMs and reached out to him to do a rematch, like an exhibition joint. And he said, hell yeah, he love to get in the ring with Maidana again. He said that's his ninja, man. You know what I mean? He rock with Maidana. That's crazy, but that's really his ninja. He said that's the most fun he had. By far his toughest fight. Yeah. Strongest guy he been in there with was Maidana. Shit, we could tell. Tank would fix that eyeball. Yeah, I always think Tank could do a number on him. It'd be competitive though, because Tav could box. He could fight, but I think that lack of power and not being able to get the respect ultimately like that he would need to keep Tank honest, but definitely always come back to hurt him. And the fact that Tank can box as well. Hype for the Farmer versus Mickey Big fight, but they canceled it. Yeah, man. Hey, Johnny, that day when that just happened this weekend, that was the hardest laugh I got ever in my life. That was the hardest I ever laughed in my life. I was in here crying about that because his girl Tev had his girl explain it, and she got on IG Live. It's her and Tev on at the bottom of the screen, and Mickey Big at the top. They talking back and forth to each other. They don't even look that mad. Tev looking silly. His girl explaining the situation. She like, y'all could call y'all banks now. That shit took me out, man. I was in here crying, laughing at that, man. I'm telling you, I was laughing at that for mad long. Probably more than 5 minutes straight. I was laughing at that. See a potential matchup with Berlanga versus Morrell. But I think Berlanga would get destroyed by Morrell. Morrell was too skilled for Berlanga, in my honest opinion, right now. And his punching power here. He'd neutralize his punching power with his movement and just his boxing ability. He'd neutralize that. He might stop Edgar Berlanga too. Not only beat him up, he might stop him. You think the exhibition should fucking up the sport? No, I think if you're still an active fighter, then you shouldn't participate in the exhibitions, because I feel like exhibitions is for after you retire type deal. You shouldn't be an active fighter and participate in the exhibitions unless you did some type charity type event. You get what I'm saying? But like what Broner talking about, like I wouldn't want to see that unless you just wasn't coming back to the actual ring again. Then okay, entertain an exhibition, because my expectation level would be different. Like I don't want to see you in the exhibition and then come back and play, or fight, should I say, back in, under them lights. Like I feel like that's like playing. So y'all, I was crying, yo. She was like, y'all could call y'all banks now, bro, yo. And then as I was laughing, other people was laughing. That was making me laugh even harder. Just had finished smoking. I was reading comments. People was like, yo, they sold 3 pay-per-views. They had janky promoters. Like, yo, it's just I couldn't stop laughing at one thing, and it just kept going. That's the man. I enjoyed that laugh the other day, boy. I was in here crying, bro. I'm telling you, I was on T panel crying in here, yo. Man, then D Free was laughing too, and y'all know how he laughed, so it just made it worse. Man, yo, I was laughing for a minute, yo. Talk about funny, that shit was hilarious, man. I was in here crying. Yeah, man, but I wanted to see that. I felt like Farmer was gonna win on points. UD possibly. I feel like Bay was in good shape, but all that time off and stuff like that, I think that would have hurt him. I think Tev, the slicker fighter, out of it too. And I think Tev throw more punches, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Like younger, fresher. You know what I'm saying? I was leaning towards Tev in that fight for sure. Up, yeah, they said they had some janky promoters, man, trying to pay Truck $100 or something. Then Devin Haney was in the back room trying to save the fight. The mother speaking, she's saying his mental ain't right. The father talking about he want something legally binding, a contract. Dev, like, what are you talking about a contract? I'm gonna give you the money. Like, what? Why would you need a contract when you getting the money right in your hand? Like, so seemed like dude didn't want to speak for himself. He let his mother and father talk. It was confusing. It seemed like they didn't really want to fight. So Truck Simpson opponent did some sucker stuff, really sitting there fully dressed, greased up with his hand wraps on, but don't want to fight. Like, what type of time? Talking about his mental ain't right. So y'all just realized 20 minutes before the fight was supposed to go on that his mental wasn't right. Y'all think people trying to hear that? Put on by Mike Epps and Ice Cube. I'm telling you, Jelly Roll Entertainment, man. I'm telling you, them boys crazy for that, bro. They bugged out for that. They is bugged out for that. And it's like, and then I'm sitting here, like I was on Skywalker channel, and I was sharing my screen because I was like, he was streaming the fight, right? Had a lot of people in the room, so we was kicking it. Had a lot of people up in there, man. Tell me why the whole time we sitting here talking about when Truck fight, what he gonna do, all this and that. And they canceled the fight. Yo, I seen that featherweight bout. Next thing you know, somebody was like, man, it look like they turning the lights off. Like people standing up, leaving. I started laughing so hard, man. Then I seen that video shortly, like at the same time, like seen that video of her telling people they could call their banks. I'm like, oh my God, yo, you gonna talk about funny? That shit was hilarious because it was like, first of all, why is she explaining instead of Tab and you the fighter? I get it, like, is she like your manager? So I don't know, but it's like, bro, why you ain't talk to yourself? That shit just had me crying, man. I'm telling you, that shit was funny as hell, bro. That shit was comical, man. Best laugh I had. Telling y'all, it was the best laugh I had, easy. I don't know if he talking to me, but I ain't even responding to him because I don't care what he talking about. But anyway, niggas is foolish. Yeah, man, solid night. Duke Reagan, Troy Isley, Xander ZAYAS, top ranked, prospects, man. All with a ton of potential, man. I think Xander, out of the 3, Xander had the best performance, the more complete performance, and it had a nice amount of action, and he got the knockout, so it was impressive. And he knocked out a guy that never been knocked out. So although he wasn't a world beater or the most notable name, again, they gave him some guy that was going to fight back, that's going to take him some rounds and test him a little bit. And Xander was able to pass that test. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to see from the young fighters. from the young lad. You want to see him improve from fight to fight, get better, learn. You know what I mean? And that's what you've seen from Xander. A good complete performance. Got hit a little bit. You always want to tighten up defensively. He moved on to 14-0 with 10 knockouts. Duke Reagan fought a guy that was 7-0. You know what I'm saying? That hurt him in the second round. He came back from that to win that fight by a unanimous decision. Troy Isley came on late and started landing, more shots, but he pretty much controlled and won every round of his fight. So it was a solid night. And then Teo came out, and I think for that to be his first fight at 40, coming off his first loss of his career, I think he did pretty good. That performance ain't gonna beat them top tier dudes, but so far so good. He performed well, but I still want to see him again at 40 because I want to see what his power looked like. It kind of looked like his power didn't fully translate. He still got some pop, but it looked like 35 right. He was punching a little bit harder, a little heavier, but I could be wrong. I always find a way to amuse me. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Yeah, bro, I was crying. It was the best fight of the night. I think, for the young guy, for the prospects anyway, it was definitely Xander for me. Like, they all performed well. Duke Reagan, Troy Isley, even Teo did his thing too, but they ain't got the knock. Yeah, but Xander got hit less and got his guy out of there 5. And he might have had the more gamed opponent. Shit, the guy, dude he was fighting never been stopped. You know what I mean? And Campa just had that blown up record. And like I said, he got stopped by a dude that was 11-8-1 when he was 27-0. OTB, my bro, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. I was just sitting here, winding down, finishing up, getting through the recap of last night. Yeah, a solid night of fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see what Teo go, what direction you go from here. I hear what he talking, but we all know he ain't getting no Josh Taylor, no Regis program right now. And it'd probably be best that he stay away from Regis program right now. Anyway, if we're being honest. A lot of folks sleep with Teo fought, bro. I wasn't impressed at all. For me, it's like, I guess the way I looked at it is different than most people. Maybe some people like, I expect more. For me, it's like first fight at 40, coming off your first loss, you battle back from a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mental shit, some physical shit, some emotional shit. He had a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So it was good to see him back in there and performing and looking energetic and happy, you know what I'm saying? And I think his performance was solid for the opponent that was in there. I give his performance like a B minus, something like that. Maybe like a B minus type deal. I think it was solid for the guy that he was in there with, first fight at 40. Now, again, from here, you got to continue to raise the bar because him and his pops talk so much. People going to expect the utmost from them each and every time out. So I think it's very important that they continue to put that work in the gym. And I think it's necessary that they truly at least explore the option of bringing somebody else into that camp and getting the most out of Teofimo. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't need another setback because to be honest with you, like Cambosis loss could have been avoided. Like, I hate to hear somebody say, well, he shouldn't have been in there, and then y'all still let him get in there. And you talking about from a physical standpoint, but his mental wasn't right either. So if he wasn't supposed to be in there, then he was supposed to not fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how long it took. He wasn't supposed to just get in there if you was a shell of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the lights was on, but nobody was home with Teofimo. And that's how he fought. Like, he was like vacant in there. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Just wasn't himself. And that's a loss that could have been avoided. Now, what I'm saying is you can't change it now. It happened. So you want to be smart and you want to do everything in your power to avoid that moving forward. Like I said, some people could say what they want. I feel like that's a loss he could have avoided with the right approach. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't there. His father gave bad instruction. His health wasn't where it needed to be as well. He shouldn't have been in the ring. I think he would beat Camboza last night. Yeah, definitely. I think 9 times out of 10 he beat Kambosos on any given day. 9 times out of 10, I just think that time he lost, that would be the, you know what I mean? That would have been that one time out of the 10 that he just didn't win. But if he was to fight him 9 more times, I would pick Teofimo respectfully each and every time to beat Kambosos. I don't think Kambosos is a better fighter than him. I think he was locked in. I think he was living rent free in T.O. head. He got under T.O.'s skin in his head. You know, his pops just wasn't there to give instructions in the toughest night of his life in the ring. He didn't help him none. And you know what I mean? But like again, him focused mentally and physically being in shape, and he looked like he was in good shape at 40 last night. So yeah, I pick him to beat Kambosos on any other night other than the one he just lost. Just don't see Kambosos being that good a fighter. Again, if you can box at a high level, you're gonna beat Kambosos. If you got good feet, you can beat Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? The things he like to do, you could, you know, with certain attributes, you can neutralize and nullify a lot of the little things he like to do. Like people always say, well, Devin Haney, that fight was boring. All he did was use his jab. But just look at it, I look at it another way. For me to be able to beat you with such a simplistic game plan says, you know what I mean, says something about you. It says a lot about me and even less about you. You get what I'm saying? Like if I could beat you with such a vanilla game plan, like I really didn't need to go deep into my tool bag to beat you, then why do it? And just like Gary Antoine Russell said, you know, guys only gonna bring, you know, the necessary tools for the job. Right? You know what I mean? You're not gonna bring more than what you need. And that was a classic case of that. A mechanic is only gonna pull out the necessary tools for the job. You know what I mean, just because you have all these tools don't mean you need to use them on this particular job. So I thought that was a good analogy that he used. It was a good point he made, and I agree with him. So that's what made Dev Haney, you know, win impressive. Staying poised in hostile territory, understanding that using the most important punch in boxing, the jab, is going to guide you to victory. Not letting nobody talk you out of fighting like you was going to fight. Stuck to the game plan. Didn't go outside yourself to get the win. Didn't force nothing. Just let the fight come to you. All those things was, you know, that was a smart approach from Devin Haney. Rosa will lose that fight. Facts. Weekend is solid, man. Weekend is solid. I'm gonna get to the 2-hour mark before I end it, man. I just wanted to come do a wrap up of last night with y'all. You know, I had a solid weekend, man. Anytime I could watch some good boxing, that makes my weekend that much better. For real, to be honest with you. I was on for almost 5 hours last night calling the fight, and it was a solid night of boxing. Again, another week of what you seen top ranked prospects, man. I keep an eye out, man. Top rank got some young killers, man. Shakur versus Devin Haney. I got if they meet him 35. I got Shakur respectfully. Devin Haney's a dog. That fight would be very competitive. It's a 50-50 fight. But I got Shakur Stevenson for reasons like he's better defensively. He's more creative offensively. He controls distance and range better than Devin Haney. He transitioned from offense to defense smoother than Devin Haney. The things that he do in the ring, he does them a lot more naturally than Dev, where Dev can do all of those things as well, but he has to work a bit harder to get those things done. And I think that'll ultimately be a deciding factor. One, like Dev will have to work harder to get some of the shit off that Shakur would just be able to do because of his pedigree and things like that. But definitely, nonetheless, 50-50 fight for sure. Devin performance was genius considering what he was up against. Facts. That's why I always said St. Louis facts, bro. How close the cars were. And then, yeah, and what he was up against, hostile territory, this shit with his pops. Like, you know what I mean? Just, it was you know, I always felt like it was the circumstances surrounding the fight that made the fight what it was. It wasn't even the opponent. That's the crazy part. You stay away from everyone for it, except them dudes like Campa. Yeah, I mean, he got to work his way there. He got to be smart with the fights that he take at 40. and you got to make sure he at the same time he challenging himself accordingly, so he don't end up stagnating his growth at all. You definitely got to make sure he crosses T's and dot his I's. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mentally focused for every fight from this point forward with T.O. Shakur is also really skillful. That's a hard fight to call. Yeah, Shakur very skillful. Dad very skillful. I just feel like Shakur has that Olympic pedigree too that sometimes people don't mention enough. You know what I'm saying? He got that Olympic pedigree. I think that just make him special. Like it ain't too many styles that he haven't seen already. And then, like I said, like how Dad went to Australia, like you do that type of shit in the Olympics, fighting all over the world, like type deal. So you used to a hostile crowd as well. And I understand it could be different at that top level, but you get what I'm saying? He has some of that experience from being an Olympian, you know what I'm saying? And being a hell of an Olympian at that. Like the higher the weight they meet at, the more it favors Devin. For me, I feel you, Chris, but for me, I think Shakur is I want to say it's like, even though Dev is at 35, I feel like Shakur walk around heavier than Dev. You get what I'm saying? I think Shakur naturally has a bigger frame than Dev. So for me, and I think at that level, they're so skilled that I think they're skilled to the point where in their fights, I don't think weight will ever really be a real true deciding factor because they're that skilled, in my opinion. In my opinion, of course. Like I think that they so skilled, weight doesn't matter with them. Now, of course, that don't mean just jumping any weight class. You get what I'm trying to say? But I feel like as long as they acclimate to whatever weight class they competing at, they acclimate the right way, they'd be all right. Shakur is a mean fighter. Don't let the Fergus fool you. That's a fact. Don't be fooled. Jersey all day, man. I'm from Jersey. That's my fellow Jersey. And Monica, salute, Queen. Appreciate you sliding through. Valdez was impressive considering who Valdez was. Yeah, and then Valdez, think about what Valdez said. He felt like he couldn't hurt Shakur. That was a telltale sign right there. I did not expect him to say that. I mean, he the puncher. Like, who would have thought the puncher would have been left to fight, feeling like he couldn't hurt the boxer, the pure boxer. Yeah, Shakur bigger. I feel like the weight wouldn't affect neither of the guys unless they just did some type of crazy weight jump. Yes, I appreciate you, lady. Do I try, man? I told y'all we gonna keep having these great conversations and doing these lives. Like I said, man, it's all every day. So, man, y'all just stay tuned. Y'all turn them notifications on, keep them on. Again, if you ain't sub to the channel, come join the family. I'll be here every day pretty much, man, doing this. We're gonna keep having these conversations, man. Hopefully we see what T.O. got planned next. I mean, after Campa, he got his feet wet now. Let's see if he tests himself a little bit more moving forward. Let's see what's next for Troy Isley and Duke Reagan, as well as Xander Zayas, man. Sky's the limit for them young kings, man. I think they're going to keep putting on. They're going to keep getting better. I think we're going to continue to keep seeing good fights as long as they test those dudes accordingly. We good. They'll be in good hands. Shakur's bigger there, can't make 130 or 126 when they stood next to each other. I was surprised. I'm saying, like, I say Shakur is bigger. Dad might be a little taller, maybe. And there ain't that much difference, but I'm saying I say Shakur is bigger. I'm talking about outside the ring. Like, Shakur campaigned at the lighter weight class. I feel like in between fights, I think Shakur just looks bigger and heavier than Devin Haney. Devin Haney still got that skinny frame. I mean, I think Shakur carry more weight naturally, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's the next to each other. Yeah. And then you notice they was talking about weight right there. And it sounded like Dad was saying, I don't get that big or something. Something he was saying, whatever he was saying, Dad was saying to him. Yeah, coming fighter that you want to keep a lookout for. Yeah, I mean, shit, it's always a bunch. Kid Austin is always one that I be talking about. Trayvon Marshall is another one to look out for. He nice. Tiger Johnson, another one. It's a lot of these young dudes. I think it's his name, Delonte Johnson. Delonte. It's a few. He on Top Rank though. Sometimes said Devin's still growing. He might reach 6 feet tall. Shit, he could, but I doubt it. They say that. They be saying they making that shit sound good too. But I doubt it. And his main thing moving forward, he got all the skill in the world. It's just going, I think it's going to be certain fights that lack of power might cause an issue for him. It's not the end all be all, but I think it's certain fighters when you get in there with them that could potentially be an issue. That lack of power and the willingness or unwillingness to get the respect of him not being able to get the respect of one of them dudes at 40 would be problematic for him. We're going to see how it shake out, man. Like I said, we got a lot of young talent, a lot of great talent in boxing. The sport is in good hands as long as you continue to push for the best fights and demand the best fights. Then they're going to have to give them to us. Fulton or Inoue and Nui. I know a Nui, man. I say this, man. If Cool Boy could deal with Inui's power, because he will get hit, and I know Inui fight at the smaller weight class, but I believe his power going to translate when he go up as well. Unless I'm wrong with that, but if Cool Boy could deal with his power, I'm going with Fulton because I've seen more wrinkles in his game to me than Inui. I'm not saying Inui can't box, and we know he's strong. He pack a hell of a punch, but I think Cool Boy, like, he's tested. Like I think he's been testing more dudes. 20-0. He fought 9 undefeated fighters. Wasn't just the fact that they had O's. They were solid fighters that he actually fought. I think Cool Boy beat him. He's just a more skilled fighter than Nui. And I know a lot of people can't see, Cool Boy probably getting past that punching power, but it's always somebody for you. And I don't think, Cool Boy showed me he got wrinkles to his game. He can stay from the outside. He longer than what people think. He can box from the outside if he need to. And I already seen him do a few fights where he able to hang in the inside as well. And that's something that that's like a lost art. I know people mention body punching a lot, but inside fighting periods, like fighters just don't be doing it a lot. And he's one of them. He can do both. That's Katana fan. Fulton ain't want no smoke. I don't know. Fulton ain't want no smoke with who? Cool Boy's way bigger than YSM. What's good with it, bro? He appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling, bro? Oh, you ain't got no wrench, YSM? Well, I got to fix that up, bro. I got you. Bigger, more easier to win. Yeah, the same height is a tougher fight. Yeah. I think Cool Boy could give Inui some fits. And keep in mind, he is a small guy. Inui is a small dude. Like YSM said, Cool Boy is bigger than people think, and he's longer. And he's smarter than what people think. He's a smart dude. I like Cool Boy. I've been rocking with him for some years. Them Philly dudes different. Dave got the dark skin, Mike knows. Dave, man. Dave, a gym rat, though. I do appreciate what Dave brings to the boxing game as James Tony style. Shit, what's the name? Just fought James Tony nephew, Troy Isley did just yesterday. What was his name? Something Tony, Victor Tony, was it? Something like that. Salute my bro G5. What's good with it, 5? How you feeling, bro? I was just sitting here wrapping up, man. Getting through this recap. I feel like we had a good night of fights. I feel like the prospects showed out like they always do. And, on to the next. I want to see what's next for XANDER. He looked good in there. He looked fresh, strong, energetic. He looked ready, man. He was ready to fight. He came out in full rhythm, like from the first round, like all the way to the knockout. If y'all ain't subscribed to the bro G5, man, y'all subscribe to the Brody. I appreciate dope content. There you go, right there. AM cleanup. You know what I mean? Every day, early. Get that morning shot of coffee, man. Wake up with the bull, with my bro 5 with that AM cleanup, man. James Tony, Hall of Fame. Is he? I know he James Tony, a hell of a fighter. He had mad fights, a lot of fights. Just finished school shopping. That's what it is, bro. Know how that shit could be, running and ducking and diving into stores and try to put the food away while all the family come to get out of here, man. XANDER was hype. Xander, yeah, Xander was ready, man. He was eager to fight, but he didn't go outside of himself to get the win or the knockout. And I like the fact that he came in early from the first round. Really wasn't a fill out round. He was in rhythm early, bouncing and moving. Like, I liked his energy level and all that. Probably gonna kick off a live later on. Bet if you do, I'll be there, Brody. You know that. So the Ramirez hype or the real deal. I don't think he hype. I just think he ain't done himself no favors by padding his record. And I respectfully, I think that him, the Jaime Munguias of the world, like, you know, even Munguia, he got some skill too. But that pattern of the record just turned me off. And I think Munguia is less skilled than Zordo. But in Zordo's case, I feel like they're trying to run his record up without, you know, taking enough risks, like as many as they should have. But at the same time, he is fighting Bevo next, I believe. So that's a good enough test. That's a respectable fight, definitely. And I can't wait to see it. I think Zordo the real deal. I just think the lack of quality on his resume at times is what it caused people to question him. He came in and controlled the fight, which was good. That's why it looked so good. Yeah, Xander, yeah, he controlled the fight from the opening bell, got an early knockdown, continued to box well. Like, his movement in and out was good. Like, you know what I mean? He was getting his. He wasn't standing there admiring his work too long. He was getting his, getting up out of there. He was digging to the body well. He was turning them hooks over real well. He was doing a lot, man. He was very reactive in there. Like, that's something. You got that young man energy, man. That young 19-year-old put hands on Espada's last night, and dude never been stopped too, for the record. So that was his first time getting knocked out. So, you know what I mean? I was able to gauge his performance as a solid one, good performance, matter of fact, because he beat a quality, a solid opponent in terms of like a test. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, he's not a world beater or champion and none of that, but dude was 22-4 nonetheless. He had a lot of experience, had a decent amount of knockouts, about 15 knockouts, never been stopped. So, and he got dominated from the opening bell on. So it was a good one. T was good with it, Brody. It was good with you, my bro. Remember when Billy Joe was that stick? Billy Joe. You talking about Saunders? Yo. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate y'all sliding through. You know, I was just toward the end of this recap, and Broner talking about some but yeah, Broner talking about an exhibition. Maidana hit him in his DM about an exhibition rematch type deal, and I'm like, Broner, you just need to focus on Omar Figueroa. August 20th, go ahead, get back in the winner's circle. Then you can talk about whatever else you want to talk about after that. But go get this dub first, man. Nothing against Omar Figueroa. I just rock with AB. So I want to see him win. But hopefully GT able to get in the best shape possible and they're able to draw up a game plan that he actually can go out there and execute and get him a win. A solid win. Is it Maidana fat right now? Yeah, he fat. Make weight to fight AB. Facts, right? He was more in shape then. His ass was more active. Since he ain't been active, he ain't fought since 2014. And he entertained a couple different exhibitions and stuff. He was supposed to come back, but I heard they was like working him too hard or having him cut the weight too fast or something like that. And he was just like saying, fuck it. Fake six-pack got it done in Colombia. Yeah, right. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, yo, bro, this dude, he said he went and bought a six-pack. He really did. Yeah, he is. He a big dude. Maidana's a big guy. Bubba good. Bubba, big stomach guy. And got him a six-pack, man. He said, hell with that. I can't get one. I'm going to go buy one. Broner 8. AB going to do an exhibition. That's what he's talking about. He said Maidana. Broner said Maidana hit him in his DM talking about doing a rematch, but like an exhibition type thing. AB said he'd love to share the ring with him. I say AB need to stay far away from any exhibitions unless they're gonna pay him a bag that he feel like is really worth him entertaining that. So I feel like while you an active fighter, stay away from the exhibitions. Is that true? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm reading. I was reading it a second ago. I was reading an article to y'all. And you know what? Salute to Lady Do for pointing that out to me, because she pointed that out to me. So I told her I was going to talk about it a little bit. Yeah, straight, my bad. I'm high now. You good, bro. Maidana, yeah, nah, you good. Maidana, I got you, bro. So sure, bro. Bought a new body. Yeah, I had seen it. I seen it, Chris. I seen it little fake 4 to 6-pack or something that he had going on. I couldn't believe it either. I'm like, this dude bogus, man. And leave that for the females. You ain't need to do that, especially if you ain't come back to fight. Who gonna see your 6-pack, bro? That you bought. That's weird, man. They letting people do anything nowadays. They tripping, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she brought that up to me about the Maidana and Broner. Hey, man, I tell you what, he probably still got a couple dollars, but once I start hearing a fighter keep talking about coming back, like some of that I think is because you love the sport too, and then some of it is because I think you be wanting some more money, though. You want more financial security type deal, financial freedom. You want, you know what I mean? Another bag won't hurt. That's why you would say something about Broner, because you feel like Broner would bring money to the table. You know what I mean? So I damn sure wouldn't want to see him sitting there getting hammered by Maidana again at all. That shit sell, buddy. Just go in there, get in there with Omar, Figueroa, and go take the fight to him. Go try to get you a dub. Get back on the winning side of things, and you be all right. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, good performance. I gave you his just due, solid performance. Still got some things you need to work on, definitely. The killers at 140 is going to be on your bumper. I mean, they're going to be licking their chops, looking forward to fighting this dude. That's what I think. So I wonder who we're going to fight next. We're going to see. He mentioned some names, but we all know you ain't getting in there with no progress. It's cool to say his name when he already got a fight lined up, but don't worry, because Progress ain't the only one. Some other killers, and we're going to see how it shake out, because ultimately, if he want to be undisputed, as he call it, he's going to have to go through some hell to get that undisputed at 40. So we're going to see. We're going to see how it all shake out. Salute to Troy Isley, Duke Reagan, and XANDER ZAYAS, all wins. Isley and Reagan with unanimous decisions, and XANDER with that knockout, moving to 14-0, 10 knockouts. One of the best performances of the night. I think T.O. 7th round knockout was solid. I think the stoppage did look a little early, but then it looked like Campa ain't have a problem with it. So no doubt that was a confidence building fight. That was a get back fight, kind of like a showcase fight. They gave him somebody that was experienced, that didn't lay down, that was coming to fight, got some type of puncher power, not too heavy-handed and nothing like that. And somebody that they knew he'd beat, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we got. So on to the next for Teal, and we're going to see what's next for him, man. The solid card from Top Rank again last night. I feel about Jared Anderson versus AJ. Shit, big baby. I don't know, it just seemed like that'd be early, but I think already Jared Anderson has proved that he's one of the more skilled heavyweights in the game. Definitely one of the younger ones in the sport of boxing, doing his thing. Yeah, I like Jared Anderson. Well, shit, you know what? Real quick before I get up out of here, being that you asked Jared Anderson, he did say he want the winner out of. Did he say Usyk and AJ? No, my bad. Jared Anderson said he want the winner out of Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. He said he want the winner of that, or he want the winner out of I believe it was Carlos Takam versus Hargovich. So that's where his head is at right now. That's what Jared Anderson wants. I say give him Hargovich next. Give him him next. Give him him next. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that. I like Jared Anderson. Can Plant beat Benavidez? if he could avoid getting knocked out, if he could avoid that power, which would be extremely tough for him to do, because I think he can outbox him, or I think he can, he can win some rounds boxing. But I think Benavidez, he catch up to him, he catch Plant with the right shot, he gonna hurt him. That's my only thing with Plant. I don't think he'd be to hurt Benavidez. Anderson will expose Hargovic. I think so too. He said that's what he said. He either want the winner of fucking Ruiz and Ortiz or Carlos Takam and Hargovic. I say give him a Hargovic guy seem more real, man. Seem more plausible. You know what I'm saying? Seem like that's more realistic to happening. So I'll be with seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind wanting to see it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Like, again, I'm with prospects, top prospects fighting other top prospects. Why not? Should be great for boxing. I like the fact that he's willing to take a challenge this early in his career. He only 11 fights in, I believe. So, and he already mentioning Ruiz and Ortiz, man. Dude want that smoke. So I say if they truly believe in him, then give him that dude Hargovic, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna beat Carlos Takam. Carlos Takam is on his way out, if we being honest. So been around the block a few times, so I don't think he's gonna beat dude. I think it's one of those test fights to see what dude really got, but that's one of those tests he should pass. But again, he want a true test, getting there with Big Baby Anderson and see what you got. I got my money on Big Baby in that one though. So what we got? We got AB and Figueroa next. I gotta see what's on their undercard too. See what they got going on. AB and Figgy Newton, Fig Newton next. You know what I'm saying? Omar, Fig Newton, Adrian, the problem Broner. Hopefully AB come to, with the right game plan and actually execute it. You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz, battle for Burger King. Yeah, facts, right? I like Ortiz. I hope he smoke Ruiz. Ruiz cool, but I'm rooting for King Kong. And Ruiz didn't look too good against Chris Arreola. I know Ortiz has some shaky moments against Charles Martin too, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this one play out. I'm going with King Kong. I think he could catch Andy Ruiz coming in, or catch him in between them combinations that he like to throw. Arreola can get you down. I know that more technically sound, more skilled, hard punching. Ortiz can shake him up. What is it, Bridger weight? That's that dumbass weight class. Ain't that shit like a fake heavyweight weight class? Like, ain't it rated under heavyweight? Ain't it? Bridger weight, some weird shit like that. I call it a fake weight. That sounds like a fake weight class to me. Ortiz gonna do him like Martin. Ortiz got that tribal chief strength. Yeah, for real. Old man strong. Old man Ortiz, surely strong. Surely. But yeah, man, we're going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to be tuned in. We're going to see. I'm rooting for Ortiz in that one. Let's see if he could get Ruiz out of there or pull off the win. See what's next for him after that. Because he is getting up there in age. We're going to see what's next for these top-ranked prospects, and we're going to see what's next for Teofimo as he's calling for the top smoke, but let's see what direction he actually going. You know what I'm saying? And let's see how Broner perform, on the 20th, and then we're going to see if he really going to entertain a Maidana rematch, you know what I mean, of any kind, because that surprised me saying he wanted to share the ring with him, so I was like, oh, okay. But then again, it don't, because Broner don't duck smoke, though. Remember the way Ortiz looked at Wilder? Yeah. Man. Yeah, Wilder had that boy look crazy, man. Punched the fight out that man like that. And I'm glad they really rock with each other now, too. Cool as hell. Yeah, Ortiz has said after one of his fights, he said, me and Wilder versus everybody. He said, me and Wilder take all these guys. Like, him and Wilder versus everybody. Ortiz, respect your elders. It's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. But man, yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all coming through. Stepping in the building with your boy, Talk This Boxing. As always, salute to the Just Do family, which is, salute to the TWT family as well, man. Y'all smash that like button for your bro on the way out. I'll be back tomorrow with some more boxing. As always, we do this every day, so y'all tune in to the whole TWT team, man. Y'all turn y'all notifications on, man. Y'all stay active, man, because I'm definitely gonna be active, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow with some more boxing. As always, man. Got a thing or two to handle. I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. Appreciate everybody in the building coming through. Salute to the family, always holding me down. Like I said, if y'all ain't hit that like button, which y'all probably did, y'all smash that for me on the way out. And y'all stay tuned. I'll be back with another one, man. So that's all I got for now. I'm out. Peace.